Welcome to the cave, and I'm gonna get right to it. Fuck all that introduction shit. First game of the day last night, the Brooklyn Nets versus the Atlanta Hawks, and I thought that was a great. Well, for the Hawks, man, they just kept making shot after shot after shot. DeMarre Carroll, this guy was on fire last night, and just like he said in the post-game interview, if you're not coming to play in Game 5, you shouldn't be a basketball player. And I said this before. If the most important games in the playoffs are Game 3 and Game 5, okay? DeMarre Carroll, 24 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. I mean, this guy is all over the place. He's like one of them strange players that put up those alien-like stats. Paul Millsap, he had an off night, 4 for 11 shooting, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He did all right tonight. I think he could step it up for the next game. Al Horford. This guy, he just kept making shot after shot after shot. That Joe Johnson three-pointer. 97, 95, they pass it back to Horford at the top of the key. This guy makes a two-pointer. This guy's just ice, man. Kyle Korver, he was making some ridiculous three-point shots, 5 for 12 shooting, but you got to look at the important thing here. He took 12 shots. That's what's important. 12 three-point shots, he made 5 of them. That's pretty good. And there were 5 pretty important three-point shots down the stretch. 17 points. Jeff T, 20 points, 8 assists and 3 rebounds, 3 steals. This guy's all over the place too. He's a smart guy. He's a good defender, and I think he's playing good basketball. But can the Atlanta Hawks keep it up down the stretch, down in the fourth quarter? Because in the last 2-3 games, the last 2-3 matchups versus the Nets, they've been kind of, losing the lead or whatever. But the bench also, Pero Antic, I don't know how to pronounce. Yeah, Pero Antic. 8 points coming off the bench, 8 points in 17 minutes. And, the rest of the bench is doing all right as well. But can the Atlanta Hawks keep up with the Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn? You know what I mean? The Brooklyn Nets played a hell of a basketball game. Not the first 3 quarters, but the last quarter, the quarter that matters. And, my prediction last night, I thought Williams was going to come out last night and stay consistent. 2 for 8 shooting. He only took 8 shots in 32 minutes. He made 5 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 fouls. I just don't understand this guy. How are you going to come out one night, 35 points, and then the other night you're going to take 8 shots and score 2 points? I just don't understand that type of inconsistency. Your team needs you right now. Thank God Allen Anderson stepped up last night with 23 points, 7 rebounds, and, in 32 minutes. I mean, this guy was 9 for 11 shooting. He came through last night. If it wasn't for him, the Brooklyn Nets would have not made that run in the fourth quarter. They lost anyway, but, the bench stepped up last night. Jarrett Jack came through last night on fire the last 6-7 minutes of the fourth quarter. This guy put the team on his back. And, also Joe Johnson came through last night. So Joe Johnson, Jarrett Jack, Allen Anderson all came through last night. Brook Lopez, he had an okay game. I just don't understand this guy. He's not really an athletic type of guy. He's like perfect for the Spurs or something like that. He's too mechanical. I don't know. This guy, he's 7 feet tall, but he only grabs 3 rebounds. I don't get that. You know what I mean? I just don't understand that. He scored 15 points. I'm not gonna nothing wrong with Lopez. He was just taking some stupid shots. Some really, he has like tunnel vision. He doesn't look around to pass the players. You know what I mean? The same thing with Bojan Bogdanovic. I noticed Joe Johnson was wide open for a 3-point shot late in the second quarter, and this guy is making and missing layups, and he's not really a player that's really aware of his surroundings as I thought he was. He's a good player. He's a rookie, and he has to learn. I'm not going to go too hard on it, but you know what I mean. You got to be aware of your surroundings. You know what I mean. You can't just go up for a layup and not expect any of your players to be wide open on the key. You got to wake up, man. Otherwise, Thaddeus Young, 50% shooter, 5 for 10, 24 minutes, 11 points, 4 rebounds. He played all right last night. I think he needs to be more aggressive. I don't care. This guy's better than he thinks he is. He needs to be more aggressive out there on the court. He could play. He could ball. But the guy that's really pissing me off right now is Williams. And then he has the nerve to be pissed off in the last 6-7 minutes of the fourth quarter because the coach benched him. He's pissed because the coach benched him with his 2 points and 2 for 5 shooting. I'd bench your ass too. You're out there fucking standing around passing the ball. You take some fucking shots. I just don't get this guy, man. I mean, at first I was a little bit hesitant with Pierce and his comments about Williams, but now I see what he's talking about. I mean, this guy, when the lights hit, he just shrinks up into little pieces. You got to play on the road like that too, man. If you're going to do that at home, you got to play on the road like that too. That's not going to cut it, man. 2 for 8 shooting, 5 points. That's not going to cut it. But I do see Brooklyn Nets tying it in Brooklyn. And maybe Williams could play good in his home crowd. I don't know. But he needs to step it up. He needs to step it up because Allen Anderson is stepping it up. Jared Jack is stepping it up. As a matter of fact, if I was a coach, I'll start Jack over Williams because Jack has more of a fight than Williams does. I don't know what the hell Williams is doing out there, making me look stupid. I thought Williams was going to score another 30 last night. But no, he scored 2 for 8 shooting. Are you kidding me? 2 for 8 shooting, 5 points. You're going to go out there and you're going to play like that on the road? You scored 35 on the home court. You scored 35 points in Brooklyn, and then you come out on the road and the lights scare you and make you shrink, and you score 5 points? That's not good enough, man. That's not going to cut it if you want to move on to the next round, baby. Williams, you got to step it up. You got to step it up. You just got to thank your teammates. Everybody else is playing basketball. Step up, all right? I still see Brooklyn tying it, and I think this series is going to go to Game 7. All right, next series, guys. Let's get moving. Let's get this boat moving. Let's be real. And once again, what did I say last night? I said if CJ McCollum and Myers Leonard have a good game like they had the other night, they could win this game. But they didn't win this game because Jeff Green, he came in late in the fourth quarter with 5-6 extra points. He wasn't playing well. He only played 10 minutes in the first half. He came out the fourth quarter when it matters most, and he scored a few points for the night. He scored 10 points. But he made an important 5-6 points to seal out the deal in Memphis. Nicholas Batum, he took some shots, he just didn't make it. I'm not going to go hard on Batum. He's already coming through every night. LaMarcus, 5 for 18 shooting, 14 points, 9 rebounds. I'm not going to give anything to him, but he just didn't look like he wanted to play basketball out there. He looked like he was sleeping out there. Robin Lopez, a stoner. Robin Lopez, man, why you got this guy out here playing basketball? This guy, he hits the ball before the game. He's not really focused on the game, all right? But Robin Lopez is out there hitting the ball before the games, and then he's out there. Oh my God! I'm in the game. What do I do? I'm in the game. Oh, I forgot to comb my hair. Like, this guy's fucking high off his mind on the court. Get this guy out of here. Aaron Aflalo, another no-show. 14 minutes, 0 points, 0 for 2 shooting, 2 shots. You gotta take more shots than that, Big Daddy. All right, Aaron Aflalo, you gotta take way more shots than that. Let's be real. You're out of here. You're out of here. And I love him. I think he's a good player. But that's not going to cut it, man. Myers Leonard. I like this guy, man. He was getting a little bit feisty. He was getting under Zach and Marc Gasol's skin last night. This guy, I think they should keep this guy and sign him. Because let's be real, LaMarcus is out of there. Myers Leonard is the new big man for the Blazers. I'm calling it right now. And he showed a lot in the playoffs. I think he's going to be a good player. He's a three-point shooter. He's a 7-footer that can shoot a three-point shot. I expect a lot for this guy. But the star of the night goes to CJ McCollum. Who knew? I didn't even know this guy had this game. He's been sitting on the bench the whole season, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to come out into the playoffs. These motherfuckers been doubting me all this year, all season, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to show the haters that I can ball. This guy's showing so much confidence, shooting the three-pointer from 30 feet away. I mean, this guy can ball. Damian Lillard, he played good. He took a lot of shots. They just didn't go down. 8 for 19, shooting 22 points. But back to CJ McCollum. This guy can ball. And I love this guy's style of play. This guy can ball. He can play. And I expect him to stay with the Blazers. I haven't checked his yearly. He's a second-year guy. But I think this guy can play. But I see him better on another team. I think CJ McCollum could play for the Warriors. I want on the Warriors, if the Warriors get CJ McCollum, forget about it. This guy is a star player, and I don't think he should be on the Blazers because they got Lillard. He's a star player, but maybe McCollum can take that over. But the Blazers, see ya, goodbye. Woo! Gone fishing, go catch some bass, some catfish, some starfish. Bring me some if you want, but bye bye. Memphis Grizzlies, let's be real. Tony Allen, this guy is a pest. This guy's he just infects the paint with steals and he robs everybody, man. This guy's a sneaky defender, and if I'll have a lot for words because this guy is disgusting. I remember when he played for the Celtics. I mean, I love watching him play, and he's an awesome player. I love this guy. Look at him. 5 steals, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, 8 points. He's not gonna score a lot, but he's gonna give you a lot of steals. He's gonna give you a lot of rebounds, and he's just gonna make big plays down the stretch. Zach Randolph, the animal, the old school animal, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 personal fouls, but this guy came to play. You guys ever notice Zach Randolph in his walk? I love that guy, man. He's one of probably the most gangster, old school motherfuckers in the league we have left. Might be the only one. He's the only one that got that. You ever notice that? Zach Randolph, he's the only one that got that swag. He just be walking, you know, with that confidence up the court. I love Zach Randolph. He's my boy, man. Marc Gasol, he came through. He's all about business. Marc Gasol's all about business, man. He's all about business. 26 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, this guy's all about business. He's out there setting picks. You go over here, you go over here. Pass the ball back to me. I'm shooting this 18-foot shot, and I'm making it. Marc Gasol. I would love to see a Marc Gasol, Paul Gasol battle in the finals. There's the Bulls versus the Grizzlies. That would be an amazing. Courtney Lee coming through every night. Courtney Lee coming through because Mike Conley, you know, the injury to his face. Courtney Lee, 20 points, 8 for 12 shooting. This guy is shooting the lights out. And this guy's money, baby. Courtney Lee, I'm not worried about you, baby. You're playing good basketball with the confidence that you have. Nick Lapis, he's fucking up the offense for the team. He's fucking up everything. Keep him on the bench, playing for 10 minutes, and bring out Bino Udrih more. I like Bino more. He's more of a smart player, and he reads the floor better. Jeff Green came out the last few minutes, and he played well. I think they should give him more minutes than 23, though. Give him at least 35 minutes, and you should see what he can do. Vince Carter, going back in the time machine and slamming a couple balls home. I think he played a hell of a game. 9 points. All these wise mans coming through. Tim Duncan, Paul Pierce, Vince Carter. These guys are coming through, and they're coming through their play. How much does it cost the Grizzlies to get 7 rebounds? It cost the Koufis. He came through last night with 7 rebounds, and I think he should get more minutes than 10 minutes. He should get at least 14, 15 rebounds. He's another one that's all about business, and I like him. He's a rebounder. He's going to come through. He's going to make big plays. Memphis Grizzlies, you're going to get, Memphis versus Warriors. Let's be real. You guys will lose this in 6 games, but what do I know? We're going to see after the first game. All right, guys, and that's the game. That's my shit for today. For tonight, Chicago Bulls, Milwaukee will tie it up, and we will take this to a Game 7 in Chicago. I see Milwaukee playing big today, and Chicago will lose tonight. Derrick Rose, the Bulls, you guys are playing very inconsistent basketball. So I see the Bucks are going to take advantage of this, and we're going to see a Game 7 in Chicago. I was wrong about my prediction last night, but I ain't going to be wrong tonight. And if I am wrong, I'll try again tomorrow. But I see the Bucks coming through tonight and tying this series up. 9:30, the Clippers, they're going to come through tonight. DeAndre Jordan, he's going to be a beast tonight. So if you got fantasy leagues with DeAndre Jordan, pick that motherfucker tonight. And that's all I have tonight for the Cave. Clippers will tie it up. Take it for a Game 7.